Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to the Sensual Reset Challenge. So far, we've explored the senses of taste, touch, sound, and smell. We've got 2 more senses to explore. You might be wondering what that 6th one will be. I guess you'll have to stick around to find out. But before we go further, I wanted to take a day to talk about beauty and our relationship to it. Beauty can either be a source of control or an avenue of liberation. Strict standards in the beauty industry is a form of widespread control. I grew up during a time when the standard for beauty was slim, skinny girls with straight hair. I was certainly not this, and often felt ugly and unlovable up until my early to mid-20s when I had to do intentional work to heal my relationship with my body, blackness, and sexuality. However, I remember during that time when I felt ugly, I would often wear an outfit of all black. It got to the point that my mother reflected to me that I literally only purchased black clothing whenever we'd go shopping. Because black was quote-unquote slimming and oversized clothes hid my body. And so that was my uniform. I limited the amount of beauty in my life, oddly in an attempt to capture some kind of beauty. Simultaneously, I felt self-conscious about any natural beauty I did have because I was afraid of being a threat to other women or attracting jealousy from them. From a young age, I learned that you're more likable if you make yourself small and unthreatening. Since every woman and girl was operating in a society of such strict beauty standards, it made sense why, as a collective, we would develop these contradicting and controlling tactics to try to somehow secure the little bit of love we thought we could get. In these dynamics, beauty becomes a cage, and there's no real, authentic relationship to beauty that can be formed. To wear makeup to be more attractive means you're chastised for denying your natural beauty and playing into the male gaze. If you celebrate your thick, voluptuous body, you're hurting your prospects and not taking care of yourself. It creates a situation where you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. We're all too familiar with this tension within womanhood. It can feel like an impossible to escape trap. But darling, I'm here to tell you, there is a way out. The relationship with beauty that I just described is about beauty as it's used to gain power, influence, love, and control. It requires conformity and resistance. Counterintuitively, it deals in acceptance and rejection. Many think that they've exited the game when they've resisted, but the movement needs the resistance. The resistance later becomes the movement, and hegemony reigns again. There is, however, another kind of beauty, a beauty derived from sensual pleasure. All along this challenge, you've been consciously opening your senses, noticing what tastes good to you, what authentically smells delightful to you and your little nose, noticing the effects it has on your body, your mind, and your overall sense of aliveness. Our sense explorations have been personal. They've led to personal discoveries, and these experiments we do with our senses have taught you more about your body and what it delights in. Beauty that we personally and authentically find beautiful is derived from a sensual exploration. Beauty demands our appreciation. It draws us into the rapturous now and tickles our senses. There's something that feels right about it, like a divine balance has been struck between shape, form, color. Cultivating a life of beauty isn't about making something pretty for the outside world to come and judge. It's about creating a life that tickles your senses, that feels good to live in. Beauty feels good. Real beauty feels good. Now, I know this isn't something that can be achieved overnight. You're not going to overhaul your closet tonight or redecorate your entire home. Even though you can't just strike a magic wand and undo every element in your life and find the perfect artwork for you, this still is a choice that you can actually start to live from now. So as you add to your life moving forward, look at each item and feel, is this beautiful to me? And I really am intentional with the word feel here. I don't want you to just think about it and give airtime to what your brain has learned is beautiful. Slow down and take in each item with your senses. Take a moment to feel it. Touch it, look at it, use all your sensual tools to answer that question of, does this feel beautiful to me? Does it hit that spot inside of me? It's not about how someone else is going to perceive it, but does it delight my senses? For example, as you think about your physical appearance, consider, am I having as much fun as I can with how I look? Do I enjoy the textures that I'm wearing, the scents that I put on? How can I tickle my senses a little more and create these little pockets of pleasure for myself throughout the day as I catch myself in the mirror or smooth out my dress? How can I breathe into my life and savor something beautiful and put more into my life for me to savor? I help women cultivate this life that feels orgasmic. In my School for Pleasure Expansion, Orgasmic Living, and Feminine Mysticism, you'll find tools to create and cultivate a life of beauty. The Academy will be reopening next month. If you'd like to get on the wait list, head to uniquebelle.com/pussyacademy. If you don't identify as a woman, you can still work with me by exploring my Deeper Self programs, which I'll link below. True beauty is felt and recognized from within our own. True beauty is felt and recognized from within our own sensually awake and alive body. So comment below, how is your growing relationship with your senses changing how you attune to beauty and create beauty in your world? I'm Unique Belle, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 18.